across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Carolina Panthers and the New York Giants. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down. Well, this defense for the Panthers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. They'll go to Barkley again. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. They'll run with Barkley. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Mayfield down. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. That's complete. Again, he's got Marshall. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque.
Yeah, I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people say, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that. I think they tried to fool him on that one. You know, being able to throw the ball to the fullback position. No one was fooled on that play.
No, lost yardage. You think they should yank that one from the playbook, at least for the time being?
I think what you do is you take it out and you evaluate it next week in practice.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And the Giants are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They begin with a run by Barkley. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now Jones. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Shreds him with a stiff arm. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Six yards left on second down. Up the middle with Barkley. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Throwing Jones. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Wan'Dale Robinson with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Giants post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Throwing Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want... And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. A first down carry for Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Running again with Barkley on second down. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Jones is going to put it in the hands of Barkley on the option.
And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
On 4th down, Jones. This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Giants.
Well, this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Diggs. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll run a draw now with Hubbard.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Now Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down.
And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 76 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 21. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Getting to the ball that time was Jeremy Chinn. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 3rd. Barkley hit and the ball pops free. And it's picked up by the Panthers. Down the numbers. There he goes. The 40. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants will take over here just shy of the 30. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the 2nd quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the 1st interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a 2nd one.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. On 3rd down, Jones. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the 1st half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this one is incomplete.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones throwing deep for Galladay. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Keith Taylor. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st half. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half. As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop.
Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Tay Crowder putting in the work and getting that stop defensively.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Thomas brings it in. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
you were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Now a give. It's Hubbard going left to about the 48-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Marshall.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. 2nd and 5.
Here's Mayfield. Here's Higgins out of the right side.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. 33 yards.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. To throw, Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Panthers. Rashard Higgins. His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Panthers have got it back to within a score.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
Take it in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 107 yards rushing now for Barkley. It's a first down. Barkley, inside handoff. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. Now Jones throwing on 4th down. Got a man, Slayton. And he is going to have the Giants first down as this defense cannot come up with a play that they need. In fact, they surrender a big chunk, 17 yards there on 4th down. Saquon Barkley running right. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. Second down, here's Barkley again. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On second down, here's Barkley. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 6 yards puts him right on the doorstep, but now it'll be 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me.
And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Daniel Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Giants are on their way to a 2-0 start. Gano the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, This is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a safer way.
On third down, Mayfield. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring up fourth down. They'll run for it. It's Hubbard. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2. He barely got back to the line of scrimmage. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Running left, it's Barkley. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And even 150 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. The slot man in motion right. They'll go to Barkley again. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Gano for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the 2 of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result. Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progression.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 180 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
I almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the Giants, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Dallas Cowboys next week. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints.